What's up guys, to my FIFA 15 player prediction series, and this week we're going to be doing West Ham because they've actually made some really good transfers so far in the transfer window, so I thought I'd do them, and they've got some really good players. The main ones in this episode aren't really that many defenders. I've done a goalkeeper, 2 centre mids, a right mid and a striker, so I basically knocked it down to 5 players a week. I think that'll be a lot better for the series because I think doing the entire team, it's a little bit too boring and a little bit too slow, so having the 5 most interesting players I think it'll make it a lot better. So let's get into the number 1 goalkeeper. I think we'll do goalkeeper on every week. So this week it is ADRIAN, and he's had a fantastic season at West Ham. He's had a really solid season, and I've upgraded him to an 80 rated card. I think that's a fair rating for him. Upgraded his stats quite nicely, diving +6, reflexes +6, and handling 3, speed 2, kicking 2, and positioning 4, because he's had a really good season at West Ham. I'm not quite sure how many clean sheets he's got, but he made some absolutely insane stats at some point. So I've actually done the FIFA 15 card design this week, as I did think on the top 10 transfers of the week. A lot of you guys did enjoy it. Next up we do have Nolan, the club captain, I believe. So he's actually had a really good season in my opinion. When I watch him on Match of the Day, he always seems to be scoring a goal from a header or something. He seems to be always up there getting the goals, so that's why I've upgraded his shot by 3 and heading by 3 and then the rest by 1, because he's had a pretty good season, and I think a 77 rated card would be pretty good for Nolan. He'd actually be a really good rounded card. Unfortunately he's only got 59 pace, but overall he's a very good card. Next up we do have MAURO, the player that actually got player of the year, so he's actually had a really good season at West Ham. I haven't actually seen him play that well, but I don't really watch West Ham that much. Basically it's only on Match of the Day I really watch him, and maybe the occasional game at the weekend, so I don't really watch West Ham that much, so unfortunately they don't really have that much of an input on most of these players. But I thought for MAURO, a 77 rated card would be pretty good after he did have a pretty good season, obviously getting player of the year, and I've upgraded his stats quite nicely, most of them by 2, defending by 1 and passing by 3. Next up we do have a player that hasn't actually played for West Ham yet, and it is ENNER VALENCIA, the player that did play for Ecuador, and I think this is a really good transfer for West Ham, and I've upgraded him to a 75 rated card. I think he will be like a non-rare 75 rated gold striker that will be really overpowered. Like, I was going to make him silver, but those stats are way too good for a silver card in my opinion. 75 shot, 85 pace, and 74 dribbling, and 72 heading. A very good rounded striker with some really big upgrades like shot +25 and heading +26, but of course it is his World Cup card, so I don't think EA really did too much to research him. Next up we do have MAURO, ZÁRATE, the final player this week. What a signing for West Ham, I must say. Cannot wait to play with this guy next year on FIFA 15. It will be a really good card to play with because he's got some really good pace and dribbling stats, and of course his shot is actually quite good as well. So I think it will be a really good card, and I think he does have 4-star skills, so a fantastic card for next season's FIFA, and for West Ham. Hopefully he plays very well, and he will be a very good card in the next FIFA. So if you enjoyed this episode, and maybe you do prefer having only 5 players per week, or do you want me to do it with the first 11, and yeah, leave a comment down below on what you guys think. Subscribe if you're on your channel, and see you soon. Bye.